What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we are talking about the value of being alone. This came to me because I was, going through my day, working in a hospital, worked 12 hours, came back home, had to go see some friends. After seeing some friends, had to run an errand, and then had to come back home and then go to sleep and then wake up the next day around 6 a.m. And in that entire day, I had no part of that day to myself. And you may say, what do you mean? You were at the hospital, you're helping people, you're with your friends, you're having fun, you ran an errand, you woke up early. Like, that seems like a great day. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that that's not my idea of a great day. Now, a great day to me is still doing all those things, right? Doing my craft, working, creating value for the world, but also some time in reflection. And I don't think people know this enough, but time in reflection is so important. It's actually what my version of recharging the battery, sitting there alone in the room and then reflecting on the day. What exactly happened today, right? I think so many things happen throughout the day that we're not conscious of, right? You wake up in the morning, you woke up late, and then you're like, struggling to get to class or get to work. You show up 10 minutes late to work. People are already, working, you're running behind. Your coworkers are responding to you a certain way. You're supposed to go somewhere, after work, but you don't make it because your work shift went longer because you came late, and all these different situations. And you get home at the end of the day and you sit there, we watch TV, we unwind, but we don't ever reflect. And if you reflect, you'll realize that the reason you actually woke up late was because the night before you didn't go to sleep on time. So the next day starts the night before. I hope that makes sense. So reflecting helps you see all these things. Reflecting also helps you realize, key things about yourself. It helps you strengthen that relationship with yourself. And I don't know how to say it, but I think it's one of the most beneficial things that I've learned to do. I guess within the last few years. I think something about being an emergency medicine doctor is that a lot of people take from you, right? You work so many hours and you encounter everyone's most gruesome situation, right? You encounter crazy moments, whether that's someone being born or someone actually leaving this planet, right? And you get all the spectrum of emotions. People are happy, sad, angry, upset, frustrated, yelling, screaming, crying, fighting, right? And all that is thrown onto you. And if you don't have a way of processing this information, processing these emotions, you're gonna be eaten and devoured by this career. So I think being alone is actually having that private room that you can separate to actually recharge the battery. Something that's crazy about emergency medicine is, if I have a shift tomorrow, that's just a Tuesday shift for me, right? I know I have to prepare for all these different patients, I have to take care of everyone in the best way, but that Tuesday is the worst day of someone's life, right? I had one of my buddies told me, my buddy, he's like 60, he could be my dad's age, but we're friends, He was telling me that, 5 or 6 years ago, he was driving his car and he got a call that his daughter had actually crashed her car and got into a car accident. So he reverses, drives to the emergency room and is speeding there. And, the doctors get there and his daughter's head is bleeding and this is the worst day of his life. And me as a doctor, I've already seen this 1,000 times, so I know how we respond to this, but this is someone's worst situation. And this is another day for me, another shift, right? So realizing that, and then in realizing that, you see all the strong emotions that you're gonna deal with. And if you do not have a process of processing these emotions, it'll eat you alive. So that's what reflection has done for me. Reflection has helped me, see further, see myself, see how I reacted. And it's helped me autocorrect. It's like driving a car and fine tuning it. It's helped me autocorrect. So if you're at home, I think that, give yourself some time in a day, reflect on what's happened, sit there in a dark room and allow yourself to be with your thoughts, allow yourself to be with the mind. And I think that could really, really benefit most people. Something that's also happened for me is in having such a high stress career, right? My hobbies have changed, right? I used to be a big martial artist. I used to love competing. I used to love jiu-jitsu and grappling and things of that sort. But then I had to stop that because it was too stress inducing. It took too much life force. You can't have a 12, 14-hour shift and then also go compete for 2 or 3 hours. It's too taxing on your central nervous system. So I actually have a flow-based activity, flow-based hobby, and that's salsa, right? I think salsa is it's a dance, it's a form of expression, but it's low stakes, it's low stress, and it actually refills your cup. So finding something that you like to do at the end of the day that refills your cup. Some people is going out with friends, some people it's, you know, having a beer after. Whatever it is, your cup of tea is your cup of tea. And then not caring that it's not someone else's cup of tea. Not caring that someone may judge you for doing whatever you like to do to relax. So I think this video kind of went on a little tangent, but I think I got the gist of it, and I hope it helped you at home. Hope you have a good night. See ya.